going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm gonna be repairing my Kurzweil K2600 keyboard. This is a vintage legendary keyboard with thousands of sounds, and the sounds are just really awesome. It has combinations and things like that too. Some of the keys are not working. Okay, so from right here, like this key works, and then from here I'm getting nothing, 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 and then it works here again. So I'm getting 5 keys here that are just absolutely dead, you know. Well, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So 5 keys dead. From E to A flat, they're all dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open the whole unit up, and we're going to take a look to see just what's going on here. Also too, guys, I am having a little bit of velocity issues where, for example, on these keys velocity works fine, but here, no matter how soft I play, and it's going full mode. So I know I gotta check on what's going on with the velocity from here. And it's almost like the velocity starts working fine here again. So on the from this key all the way to here, I'm basically getting a full velocity, and I'm not getting velocity control. So I definitely want to check to see what's going on inside of this keyboard and see if we can get anything fixed on here. This is a great legendary keyboard. I love the sounds in it. So yeah, let's just see what we can get done here. Yeah, guys, so first thing I did is I have the keyboard now in a bed, or it could be a cushioned sofa. Why do I prefer using this? Because I do gotta flip the keyboard, remove first these side panels, and then we can go ahead and unscrew this piece off. Then we gotta unscrew pieces at the bottom, and then we'll be able to work on the actual keyboard and then take a look at what's going on here while we're having these issues with the few keys not working. So but yeah, guys, let's go ahead and now move on to taking this thing apart, starting with the side panels. The screws are in the bottom. Alright, fam, so to take this side panels off, you have to get this screw, these two, also this one, and then this one and this one. And you gotta do that for both sides to remove these 2 pieces, and then we go on from there. The side covers, and so now what the next move is, we're gonna go ahead and remove this one, all the ones along this whole line right here going down this way, not the meaty ones right here. You can leave these right here, okay? I'm just referring to this whole line right here. Boom, boom, and then boom, and then boom, and then one more boom right here. So we see that whole line there, we're gonna basically remove. That's gonna let us separate the top piece from the bottom piece and give us the access we need. All the ones right here, all this back ones right here, in order to get this top piece off, almost like the hood off on a car, as it were. But in order to still do that, it's not just that alone, we also have to remove these right here. You notice that they're inside some kind of metal brackets there, so you know I'm referring to these only right now. This one, and we just keep on going. That one, you know, you guys get the idea. All the ones that got this little thing right there, those are all the ones that we're going to remove right now, and at that point we will get that bottom piece separated, guys. So now that we got those screws at the back out, and also the ones at the bottom of the brackets, we can pretty much begin to lift this up, and this shall reveal the whole keyboard. Now, guys, we got that top piece removed, and we got this whole center piece revealed. I did decided to lay the back piece on pillows. Reason being because I am going to be doing some testing on the keyboard before I put it back together. So I was not planning to disconnect any of these connectors. Like I said, I want to make sure that all the keys on this keyboard work as they should. And so yeah, guys, now we're going to go to the next step, which is basically we're going to remove the actual keys. And to remove the actual keys, once again, we're going to have to lift the keyboard up. I'm just basically going to lift it and stand it right behind it, still separated, and I'm just going to remove the bottom keys of this to separate the whole key section. That should reveal to me the actual contact boards behind the keys. Alright, guys, so we're going to be removing now pretty much these up here, going down the line again. Alright guys, so we went ahead and removed all the keys mentioned, and so now we can just simply just grab the whole keyboard section and separate it. After we take all those screws off and we remove the piece and we unclip this one and this one from there and from there, you also got this one here. Once you go ahead and unplug all that stuff, you end up with this. This is basically what we see in this board. So now I'm pretty much just going to unscrew all of these two, going whole down the line. I believe the source of my problem is on this big board, as those keys that were not playing correctly were basically, you know, this range right here. Remember that this thing, I flipped it from here up. Picture that I'm basically doing this. Alright, so we're gonna head and remove the 24 screws of the soundboard that I believe is the culprit of the keys not working. So this is the moment of truth. We're gonna take a look at what's going on here, and here we have it. These are basically the contact pads, and let's take a look here and see what we got. Just taking a look from front to back, see what's going on here. Why is it doing this? Yeah, I think I'm seeing some stuff going on though. I'm seeing some stuff there. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and pull each one of these contact strips off. They're all the same minus the last one. This last one is the one that's different. The rest are all pretty much the same. And let's take a look at what's going on here. Okay, so that right there doesn't look good. This right here, that does not look good. That right there. Let's keep going. Okay, that looks okay. Yeah guys, so another thing that I'm noticing too, I believe this is what's causing the issues. We have deterioration and breakage of, as you guys are seeing, connection lines. You know, if you guys are seeing that, I'm pretty sure that's what's causing these keys not working. Look at that one. That one's fully gone. So yeah guys, so it's looking like I am going to need me a replacement contact board for this keyboard. Now they're not easy to find because there's not a lot of these that are parted. This is a vintage keyboard at this point, so I'm gonna see if I could try to find one. Alright guys, so it's been a couple weeks. I've went ahead and did find the replacement contact board for my Kurzweil, and I finally got it delivered. It's here now. So today we are completing this process, and we're fixing completely in its entirety my vintage Kurzweil 2600. I ran into some problems with this one. 5 keys basically completely dead, stopped responding. Also I had an issue where the velocity was also acting out of normal. One of the lower registers of the keyboard, I would say from C1 to C2, it was going full velocity no matter how soft you pressed it. So this was the issues that I was facing with this keyboard. It was a lot going on to deal with, but I decided to, you know, to go ahead and fix it, as I do really like the feel and weight of these keys on this particular board. So alright fam, so we got the contact pads already all installed on the contact board. And one thing I wanted to mention was when you're putting this back together, to make sure you pay attention to this. You know, this is how this is gonna connect. It's gonna actually go like this, you know, so on the keyboard that way, right? So in reality, this is sitting like this. So the correct way is this. If you notice, the lower holes are different. You gotta make sure that the lower holes are lining up like this. That basically is what gives it the velocity. If you don't, then you might have the keyboard playing keys at full velocity. Before I did put it all back together, I did do some testing, and I did come to the realization that one of the keys on the new board was being a little inconsistent. Actually, a lot. I would say that it was playing about 3 out of 10 times you would try to play it, it will actually produce a sound about 3 times. So at that point, I proceeded to inspect the new board, and at first I was a little concerned because, like I said, it was super hard to find, just to even find this replacement, and it was not original from a Kurzweil 2600. Is basically a board that's used on a lot of these same keyboards, or rather that is one that is compatible with a number of keyboards by very similar manufacturers. But you know, it turns out that it was just grim, you know. So I did grab a small tissue with some rubbing alcohol. But yeah, all I had to do is just I did wipe it with some alcohol, which is what recommended that you use to wipe these circuit boards, never water or anything else, or soap or anything like that. But yeah, guys, so we went ahead and put the keyboard back together, and here we have it, and we're gonna go key by key. We're gonna go key by key. Yeah, guys, and also on the velocity, if you guys want to see, also I did fix the velocity as well, very softly. They're working fine, very softly. This whole register, this was the lower register that was giving me problems. As you can tell, if I hit it hard, it's super hard. If I go soft, so yeah, so velocity also fixed. So we pretty much fixed everything, guys, velocity and also the dead keys. Yeah, guys, so there you have it. The whole entire keyboard's working perfectly now, and I think this was an awesome fix. Didn't cost that much. Alright, fam, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do make sure to slap a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you turn notifications on so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Hope you guys are having an awesome day out there. And with that one, I'm outie, fam. Peace.